What's up, beautiful people? Today is March 3rd. And, I've been feeling inspired to share my channeled messages lately, as opposed to like looking into the astrology and saying specifically what's going on in the astrology right now, because, well, that's just what I'm feeling. So I go with what I feel. And what I've been feeling today so far, as I'm tuning into the energy, is that we need to tune into our body and really listen to what our body is telling us. We are going through so much shifting and so much energetic purging and clearing. And, that happens on multiple different levels, from we have seven different, well, there in many different cultures, there's many different ways to identify this. But the one that I follow, and for all intents and purposes, we'll go with this, right? Seven different bodies that we have to work through, and many of them are energetic. And the very last one to to work with is the physical body, right? So by the time all this energy gets down the physical body, it is being processed and released into our reality and into this physical world that we're living in. And in January and February, we had a lot of the stuff coming through our etheric body, our astral body, our emotional body, all that stuff. And now, as we're leaving behind a version of ourselves that is, no longer really in existence, it's like there's this remnants of a part of us that is still lingering a little bit, and we just got to get rid of all the rest of the stuff. But this is the most confusing part of, I think, the ascension process, when we're really shedding all these things, and we may still have some things that are unconscious that need to come into the conscious awareness. So with all the physical purging we have, tune into your body. And when you tune into your body, listen to what it's telling you. Are you feeling sore? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling inspired? Are you feeling like you don't feel anything? Right? Like really tune in. And in order to really feel what's going on, like I was doing this morning, and I got a good workout in first thing in the morning with my boy Cody Crowley. We're doing this morning. I call it a morning smoke session because that's what we used to call it in the military. But basically, just doing HIIT training, just beating the shit out of my cardiovascular system and functional muscles. And it sucks going through it, but it feels like I'm rebuilding my physical body back into its fundamental form in this new way, in this new energy, right? And then afterwards, I was like, "Fuck, man, I need to like lay down on my sound lounge or like meditate or something." And I've been feeling sort of like tired, exhausted, really like emotionally exhausted with all this. I've been having a lot of epiphanies and awarenesses going on recently, really seeing it's, a few years ago, as I was going through my, really, I think the deepest part of my journey, like right before my daughter was born, into about a year after she was born, it was the most intense period of my journey. And I had a lot of shit blown in my face. I had a lot of things ending, a lot of things beginning, a lot of, karmic lessons that were just thrown in my face, in my reality. I've had some things like that happen to me again that showed me who I used to be and why everything happened the way they did. I had some really amazing friends and people that I loved in my life that just out of nowhere, or so I thought, made a decision that, what, they were like, I can't be in your life anymore. I'm sorry, I have to go. And even though I knew they loved me and I knew they wanted the best for me, and we'd been through a lot together, I didn't understand why, because I wasn't in the right mindset, because my intention has always been good. It's always been to, be a good person and being very compassionate and loving. But back in the day, I used to manifest a lot of drama in my life. And because I manifested all this drama, like it got to a point where I was like, okay, fuck this. I used to, I think, use the drama as a catalyst to grow. Now I'm in a point in my life where I do not require drama to grow. I have a nice peaceful pond, if you will, in my consciousness, and I prefer to keep it that way and manifest other people that have peaceful ponds of energy, because that is really the highest vibrational form. And with all this change going on, with so many people looking for help and needing, assistance, it's easy to get, like, people that are in the very beginning stages of their awakening process have chaos. The chaos comes out because that is what sometimes needs to happen for people in order to be able to become aware and expose all these things. So allowing ourselves to be true to that peaceful pond requires that we tune into our physical body right now. That's like the big thing. All right. And even though all the energies are moving forward, it's not like we have to get this mindset like, okay, we have to move forward. We got to make this happen. No, there's more about like, okay, what feels right, what's going to manifest, and how are we going to flow with this energy going forward and process all this shenanigans going on, right? And the cleaner that our body and our mind is, the more efficiently we're going to be able to do this work. So I encourage you guys today to tune in to your physical body and see what it's telling you, and whatever it is telling you, honor it the best you can. All right. Things are falling apart things are dissolving. I don't want to say falling apart because they're not really falling apart, because as they disintegrate or dissolve, they're at the same time rebuilding or remolding. Sort of like my friend was telling me he just started doing pottery, right? And like you get this thing moving around and it's entirely up to you. You're molding this new piece of pottery. And as you're learning, you're going to be off balance, but once you get into a flow state with it, it becomes even. You get in this like vortex of this energy, and then you start to feel your way through it and mold it around. Pretend like your energy is like that, right? Like, we need to really feel these boundaries of energies where, oh, I'm going off too far over here. Let's bring it back. And bring it back is honoring your own heart, honoring yourself, and stepping into this new understanding of what is right for you. Not only that though, too, attachments. I speak a lot about attachments and letting go, but even for those of us that are even teaching this stuff, it still creeps up sometimes, and it still shows us things that we didn't realize that we were still holding on to. And I had created attachments to people, to ideas, to ways of doing things, and I'm starting to see how that attachment to it really pushes it away. And that's an aspect of self-sabotage. So I am choosing to consciously sit with myself and let go of this attachment to these ideas, to how things are going to work out, to people, to projects, to whatever it is, and go with whatever just naturally aligns. If it's not naturally aligning, if it doesn't feel organic, if it doesn't feel like you, then it's not right for you. And that's really, that's the important part to see. And do this all with love in your heart. All right. Where we're coming up in a place of really acknowledging and identifying the self-limiting behaviors that are keeping us stuck in fear. And fear is a great trickster, right? Fear of, not having that thing that we wanted, or fear of losing something that we have been attached to. That's a tough feeling, guys. So again, if you're feeling this kind of stuff, if you're resonating with this, first of all, please share this video so other people can, benefit from the information. But be kind to yourself. Take it slow, take it easy. I was 30 minutes late onto my live video last night, and I was beating myself up. Fuck, man, I'm gonna ruin this, ruin that, and no, man. You know what? Like, shit happens, and I do all this for free, anyways. Like, I'm giving you guys all this free content, and I love it, and I'm grateful to be able to do it. But I also got to focus, my mind on abundance as well. And I love sharing abundance of information, and I love the feedback, and I love helping you guys out. But at the same time, it's all about balance. It's all about balance. So some things we might be doing where we're beating ourselves up, and that's going to make us feel a certain way, right? If you're feeling aches and pains in your body, this is where you're holding on to energy, you're holding on to emotions, right? We need to move our body, take care of our body, stop ingesting shit that's throwing us out of balance. That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing, in the world right now. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you guys resonate. If you do, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button on YouTube. I appreciate it. And still 30% off astrology readings. Go to my website, check that out. Check out the Opportunity Community and my free downloadable ebook, all on spiritualbodybuilder.com. Follow me on Instagram at spiritual_bodybuilder. I love you all very much, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Aho.